Hi guys, happy Friday. It's time for another video edition of the Good, Bad, and Ugly from this week. We had another really good week, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Let me share my screen here. Okay, all right. So like I said, we have another really great week in terms of reviews. We had a total of 22 come in. And out of those 22, 20 were positive, 0 were neutral, and only 2 were negative. So last week I said my goal was to have 0 negative reviews come in. And there was a part in the week when I really thought we were going to make that. We had one negative come in yesterday evening. So we got really close, but we did only have 2, which isn't bad, same as last week. So, we stayed at a low number. We didn't increase, so that's a win. Looking at Sochi, they are missing 2 of the reviews from today. Those came in around like 3 or 4, so I don't think they have it updated yet. But here's their information that they have. So the majority were on Google. We had 4 on Facebook, which is nice. We seem to be kind of slowing down on the Facebook reviews lately, so that was a nice bump. And then we had 2 positive Yelp reviews and the 2 negatives were both on Yelp. So they kind of evened out this week. So there were no bad or neutral reviews. So let's go ahead and just get right to it, get into the 2 uglies. So this first one is from KCF. And he said, they refunded me 1 treatment fee for a treatment service that I was told was a one-time service, but was treated 3 times. I did speak to Kelsey, who was helpful and edited my account with a referral fee that I did not originally receive. The price went up by $10 in January, $61 from $51, but she offered me a 10% discount. She also advised to leave a review, and that would give me $10 on my account. Hopefully this works. So this one kind of backfired on us a little bit. It's frustrating because it seems like the main issues he had were just billing errors, and then it seems like he's not happy with the price increase, but we did adjust the billing, and it sounds like Kelsey went above and beyond to help him out and get everything squared away. So I think he just left this review so he could get more of a discount. And that's kind of the double-edged sword of doing these review credits, because we can't explicitly say that the review has to be positive, because that would get us into trouble. So unfortunately, we're going to have to give him the credit, even though it is a negative review. And it is kind of annoying that he left this review knowing that and still made it negative despite us doing everything we could. So that's annoying. But great job, Kelsey. Even though it's not a positive review, you were mentioned positively in the negative review. So we're going to go ahead and give you a $20 credit, because that's only fair. So the only other negative review is from Mr. Nicholas, or Nick. This one has been quite the saga. Let me read this real quick. He says, weed care was fine, lawn improved, but didn't kill 100% of the weeds, but it was cheap enough, so probably worth the money. I paid $380 last March for a year of service. That's what my email says, at least. Today, as the company came out to do my service, I get a text saying I have an overdue balance of $150 on my account, and I need to pay now or face late fees. I never made an account. I never signed up for a continuation of service. I paid for a pre-planned package of a year of service, and after 10 months, they decided they would continue coming to my house and charge me $75 a visit. I called them figuring it was obviously a mistake, since I have the original documentation of what services I paid for and when. They told me that their sales department can verify that they verbally told me about the continuation of service back in March 2021. There is nothing in writing about this anywhere. Oh, and they kept the card I used to pay for the service package as my card on file. They knew not to charge that card without my permission, because that would be fraud. But they asked in the text if they could charge it, so they know exactly what they are doing. Super scummy, total scam. I probably would have just paid for a year's service again if they had just called and asked me. Worst part is I have literally 0 recourse. What am I going to do? Take them to small claims court over $150 for services they provided that I didn't ask for? Super, super shady. Guy I talked to had no interest in trying to find a solution for me or doing anything but getting my money. I made it very clear that they are not welcome back on my property, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come back next month and try again. There's a lot going on in here, and majority of it is not true. This one is quite the challenge. I've been dealing with this guy now for the last day, and essentially it all boils down to the fact that he does not understand continuous service. He did not cancel in time, and now he's upset and blaming us that we came back out even though he did nothing to stop that. And we do have proof of a wrap-up script that Casey sent when he first signed up explaining continuous service. We do have a recording, I believe, of him agreeing to this. There are multiple emails that we've sent out after each service he's gotten. He does have an account. There was no card on file. So it's just hard to figure out why this is all being put out there when it's not true. He did reach out to me after I responded back, and he said that he would remove this review if we wrote off the entire year's balance of $150 for the 2 apps we've done. So Jessica gave him a call today, and we already decided that that's a lot of money to write off for nothing that we did wrong. But Jessica did reach out, and she tried to compromise, and I believe she offered to take off half of that balance if he took down the review and stayed on with us. He was completely unreasonable, and he demanded we refund his money while the review stays up and while he continues to be canceled. And he did threaten to continue to leave bad reviews everywhere he could unless we refund him. Like I said, we didn't do anything wrong here. Jessica will be sending a screenshot of the wrap-up script that he was emailed to prove that we were forthcoming about this. We were never hiding this information. It's all out there. So this one is still being resolved. Hopefully in the meantime, he will not leave any reviews. He's very persistent. So we'll have to see how this one works out, but we do have all of our ducks in a row. It's really his word against ours, and the majority of his review is just not true, and we can prove that. So if it comes down to it, we know that we're in the right here. So unfortunate, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But with those covered, let's look at the good. I added a few more than usual. So we had some really great comments. So Carl said, great lawn care company, targeting control and prevention of weeds. We tried 4 other lawn care services and were left with a great start, but could not fulfill initial promise of targeting and maintenance of the lawn. Weedman has been good with developing a plan, following up, providing good value. I would highly recommend their service to help maintain the weeds out of your lawn. Thank you, Carl. Next, we have Keith. He said, great service, very responsive to my needs. I recently contacted customer service to check on a military discount and was granted a 10% discount. Customer service rep Clark was a huge help. Thanks. Snaps for Clark on that one. That's great. Next one is from Timothy. He said, the best weed control in Atlanta. My yard has been 100% weed free for years. Do yourself and your lawn a favor by calling the Weed Man. I love that one. I'm gonna post that one on our Facebook page. And then we have this last one. Bubba Wilson says, I've used Weedman Lawn Care for about 15 years. They have done an excellent job, very professional. That is crazy to me, 15 years. We are doing something right, and I love to see that. I think these speak for themselves, but I will say that the praise in all of these just are such a range of commentary about all of our different departments. We have customer service doing great. We have, the technicians making sure the lawn's looking good. So everything is well-rounded in these reviews. So that's really cool that we're now seeing just a good range of commentary and praise for all that we do, not just one particular area. So moving on to employee review mentions, we had 5 this week, which is up from our 3 from last week. So we had Clark's, which you saw above. We also had Kelsey's, and then Ashley Williamson came in hot with 3. So she had the same customer leave a review on Yelp, Facebook, and Google. So right there, she's found the magic of how to get these customers to leave reviews, and that helps us so much. So if you'll see this week, we were split pretty evenly between ops and no name reviews, but we do have Ashley making up 15% of the whole chart. And looking at the total so far this year, We still have the no name reviews being the most common, but Ashley is leading the way with 3.8% of all employees mentioned by name. So great job, Ashley. And since we had 5, we only needed 3 to do the bonus spin. So we will have 3 entries for Ashley and 1 for Clark and Kelsey. So let's go ahead and spin our little wheel here. Okay, let's go. Who's it gonna be? Ooh, ooh. All right, it looks like it's going to be Ashley. Great job. So you get an extra $20 on top of the 60 that you received from this one customer. So amazing job there. If any of y'all watching this would like to make the same money, talk to Ashley because she has a great system going and it is paying off for her. So awesome job. Very excited for that. And last but not least, we do have our collage. So this one's a very cinematic shot. I like this one a lot. This one is really cool too. Happy Weedman customer and sad homeowner. You can see just the patchy brown spots on the lawn and then the perfect even grass on this side. And I especially loved this one Anthony sent in from Jacksonville, all the palm trees. That just looks so cool. So I love these. Thank y'all for sending all these in. We really got it done quick this week. So improvement there for sure. Today was kind of a short version of the good, bad, and ugly, mostly because we didn't have too much ugly to go over. And the 2 that we did have were not necessarily things that we did wrong. They were grievances on customers' part. That being said, we will still learn from those. We will still do what we can to get them back, compromise, and get them to be happy campers again. But I still think only having 2 is pretty good. And having 20 positive reviews, especially ones with that nice of comments and messages, is really something to be proud of. So I said it again, I said it last week and I'll say it again this week. We are doing something right when we are only getting 2 bad reviews out of the whole week, out of everything that's going on. That is a win. And I think that we're in a really, really good place. So I'm excited to see where the rest of February goes. But so far, these first 2 weeks have really been kind to us. And I see such an improvement just in every department. So great job, everybody, for all the hard work and dedication. It really shows. And I can tell that we're already seeing such I don't know, I just can see that we are improving every day and we're getting better and better, and our customers are totally seeing that. So that about wraps it up for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, for reading along, and I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.